Okay. You know how sometimes you get like a fresh set of nails
Yeah.
and it just makes you feel, I don't know, kind of powerful.
Yeah.
Like this tiny little armor upgrade for your
Yeah.
fingertips. But have you ever thought about like what it takes to actually run a successful nail salon business? Like beyond just the polish and the pampering.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating actually. The nail salon industry, it's booming right now. And it's not just about, like keeping up with all the trends and stuff. It's really about understanding the business side of it,
Hmm.
understanding the market, and I think most importantly, understanding the client.
And that is exactly what we are diving into today. We've got this in-depth guide here on starting a profitable nail salon business. And
Yeah.
let me tell you, this thing it's packed with insights from, the legal stuff
Yeah.
to marketing. We're going to explore what it really takes to make a nail salon thrive.
Yeah, think of it like a journey. We're going to start right at that moment when you decide like, "Hey, I want to open a nail salon." And then we're going to walk through each step, uncovering all those little secrets to success along the way.
I love that. Okay, so first things first. Why this business? I mean, there are tons of beauty and wellness options out there. What makes nail salons like such a hot opportunity?
So it's actually a combination of things. The beauty industry as a whole is experiencing like massive growth right now. And this is driven by, this big cultural shift towards self-care and personal expression. Nail salons just tap right into that. It's a service that's both beautifying and therapeutic. And also, in terms of startup costs, they're pretty accessible compared to like opening a full-blown spa or
Yeah,
something.
and the guide even mentions that the potential for repeat customers is huge. I mean, once you find a nail tech that you love,
Yeah.
you're basically hooked, right?
Exactly. Building those client relationships. That's key. Loyal clients, they're like the foundation of a really successful nail salon. But before we get to all the pampering and stuff, we got to lay down the groundwork first. And that starts with understanding the legal side of things.
Right, all that less glamorous,
Yeah.
but so important legal stuff. So the guide stresses that you need to, register your business, get all your licenses and permits. It seems pretty straightforward.
Mhm.
But are there any, like, nuances specific to nail salons that we should be aware of?
Yeah, definitely. There are definitely industry-specific regulations that you have to consider. For example, most states have very strict sanitation guidelines,
Hmm.
specifically for nail salons, and this is to prevent the spread of infections. So you really need to research those carefully and make sure your salon meets all of those requirements.
Yeah, makes sense. We don't want any nail nightmares out there. Okay, so the guide also really emphasizes insurance. Is that just like standard business practice, or is there something more to it? When it comes to this industry specifically,
Yeah. Well, insurance is crucial for any business, but in the beauty industry, you're working directly with a client's body. So it's absolutely non-negotiable. Think about it. A client could have like an allergic reaction to a product, or, a technician could accidentally injure somebody during a service. These things happen, so you really need to be protected.
so true. Better safe than sorry. Okay, so now let's talk about the part that I think everybody's wondering about, the money. So the guide breaks down the costs into two categories,
Mhm.
initial setup and then your ongoing monthly expenses. But it seems like there's a pretty wide range there.
Yeah, there is, and that's because there are just so many variables involved. So think about your location. Are you in a bustling city center with super high rent, or are you in a more like
Right?
quiet suburb? Also, what scale are you aiming for? Are you going for a small, like, intimate studio
Uh,
or a luxurious multi-chair salon? All these factors are really going to impact your cost significantly.
So the guide estimates that initial setup costs can range anywhere from around $12,000 to a whopping $50,000. And that covers,
Yeah.
rent and renovations, equipment, supplies. Initial marketing, it's definitely an investment.
It is, but think of it as an investment in your future. And remember, you don't need to start with the most expensive option. You can scale up gradually as your business grows.
That's reassuring. And then when it comes to monthly expenses, we're looking at anywhere from $5,000 to over $18,000. Again, depending on all those factors, like rent, staff salaries, marketing. It seems like managing those ongoing costs is crucial if you want to be profitable.
Absolutely. You need to have a really solid understanding of your finances and track your expenses carefully. One common mistake that new salon owners make is they underestimate marketing costs. In today's market, you just can't rely on walk-ins. You really have to actively promote your salon. To attract those clients,
Which brings us to, I think, the next big question, pricing. So this guide provides the sample pricing table, with a range of services, from basic manicures starting at like $15
Yeah.
to more elaborate acrylics that go up to $80. But how do you actually determine the right prices for your salon?
That's where market research comes in. You need to understand, what your local competition is doing, the demographics of your target audience,
Uh-huh.
and the perceived value of the services you offer. You can't just, slap a price tag on something and hope for the best.
And the guide also highlights like the power of package deals and memberships. Is that just a marketing tactic? Or is there a deeper strategic advantage to offering those options?
It's actually both. Package deals can be a great way to, incentivize clients to try multiple services or maybe book appointments in advance. Memberships, they create a sense of loyalty and they provide a really steady stream of recurring revenue. But you need to be strategic about how you actually structure those offers.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you don't want to devalue your services or create a situation where you're constantly working at a discount. The key is to find that balance that benefits both you and your clients.
Makes sense. All right, so we've covered legalities, costs, pricing. Now let's move on to, I think, the fun part, the equipment.
Hmm.
So the guide has this comprehensive list in here, and let me tell you, it is pretty extensive.
It's more than just a list, though. It's like a blueprint for creating that perfect salon environment. And that environment plays a huge role in the client experience.
Yeah, the guide mentions everything,
Yeah.
from comfortable chairs to high-quality UV lamps
Mm,
to like a whole array of manicure and pedicure tools, it seems like, creating that salon ambiance. It's about more than just aesthetics.
absolutely. Think of it as an investment in your brand's credibility. I mean, you wouldn't expect a top chef to use dull knives, right?
Yeah.
Clients, they kind of subconsciously associate the quality of your tools with the quality of your service. So like a high-end UV lamp. It not only speeds up the drying process, but it also signals to the client that you're using the latest technology and that you prioritize their time.
That's a great analogy. It
Yeah.
makes you realize that every detail matters.
Exactly. And we're just scratching the surface here. There's a whole world of marketing strategies to explore, and we'll dive into that in the next part of our deep dive.
Can't wait. This is getting me so excited to learn more about the business side of nail salons. Stay tuned, folks, because we're just getting started.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back and ready to really dive into the world of nail salon marketing. So we talked about, the importance of creating this unique brand identity, but how do you actually like translate that into a marketing strategy that actually works?
Well, it's all about telling your story in a way that resonates with your target audience. So think about it. What makes your salon different? What kind of experience do you want to offer? Once you have, like, that clear vision, then you can really tailor your marketing efforts to attract the right clients.
Yeah, the guy talks about having like a really strong online presence. And they say you got to start with a website. I mean, everybody Googles everything these days. So, but is a website really that crucial for a local business like a nail salon?
It is, and think of your website as your digital storefront. It's often the first impression a potential client's going to have of your salon, so it needs to be visually appealing, easy to navigate, and really just showcase what makes your salon unique.
Because it's not just about listing services and prices. It's about really capturing that vibe of your salon and connecting with potential clients.
And an emotional level.
Exactly. And don't forget about SEO, search engine optimization, by using relevant keywords like best nail salon in and then your city. You can make it so much easier for people to find you online, right? Because nobody's scrolling through pages and pages of those search results. You want to be at the top of that list.
Mm.
So the guide also emphasizes the power of social media. I'm assuming Instagram is like non-negotiable these days for any nail salon.
Yeah, absolutely. Instagram is a visual platform, and nail art is inherently visual. So it's the perfect match. You can showcase your work, connect with potential clients, even run contests and promotions to generate buzz.
The guide also mentions using like
Mm-hmm.
paid advertisements on platforms like Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that every salon should be doing, or is that more for like
Yeah.
larger businesses with those bigger budgets?
It really depends on your goals and your budget. Paid advertising can be a very effective way to reach a very specific target audience. So you can target people in your local area who are interested in nail services, and you can actually track the results to see what's working.
So it's not just about throwing money at ads. It's about being strategic and data-driven. I like that. But with all this, like digital marketing talk, I can't help but wonder, is word of mouth still relevant in this industry? I mean, we all have that friend Who recommends the best nail salon in town?
Oh, word of mouth is absolutely still the gold standard of marketing,
Hmm.
especially in the beauty industry, where trust and personal recommendations are so important. That's why the guide highlights, customer referral
Right,
program.
offering discounts to clients who bring in their friends.
Exactly. Or maybe a loyalty program with rewards for repeat visits. It's all about, incentivizing those happy clients to spread the word and turn them into
Grand ambassador.
Love that. Speaking of partnerships, the guide also suggests collaborating with other local businesses. Is that just about cross promotion or is there something more strategic going on there? It's about tacking into complementary audiences and expanding your reach. So think about businesses that align with your target client's lifestyle. So, for example, you could partner with a hair salon, a spa, or even like a boutique to offer package deals or host joint events.
So it's about creating this whole experience, like a lifestyle brand, rather than just, you know,
A service.
precisely. It's about making your salon a destination, a place where clients can indulge in self-care and connect with other like-minded people.
This is giving me so many ideas. I'm realizing that. Marketing a nail salon, it's all about being creative and thinking outside the box.
It is, and
Yeah.
it's an ongoing process. You need to constantly analyze what's working, adapt to new trends, and just stay ahead of the curve.
Phew, it's a lot to take in. But it's also super exciting. Marketing can really make or break a business, and getting it right is just
It's a-
crucial. And that's why we're taking this deep dive to equip you with the knowledge and insights that you need to succeed. But beyond, the marketing, the branding, the business strategy, there's one element that truly elevates a nail salon, and that's the services themselves.
Let's talk about that after a quick pause.
Mm-hmm.
When we come back, we'll explore the world of nail salon services, from the classic to the cutting edge, and delve into how to create an unforgettable experience for your clients. Okay, so we're back and ready to, explore the heart of the nail salon experience, the services themselves.
Yeah, it really is more than just painting nails, It's about artistry, it's about pampering, it's about creating a space where clients can feel relaxed and confident.
So the guide breaks down this range of services from,
That's where
the classics like your basic manicures and pedicures to more like
it's elaborate.
elaborate options like gel nails and acrylics and like intricate nail art. But I'm curious, with so much variety out there, how does a salon owner even decide what to offer?
Well, that's where understanding your target client really comes in. You have to think about, are you catering to a clientele that values efficiency? Like maybe they just want a quick lunchtime manicure. Or are they looking for a luxurious spa experience with all the bells and whistles?
Yeah, the guide does mention
Yeah.
spa pedicures, which sound amazing, by the way. Is that something that most salons are offering these days, or is that considered like more of a niche service?
I think spa pedicures, they're definitely gaining in popularity. Clients are looking for more than just,
Right.
polished toenails. They want that full relaxation experience. So think warm aromatherapy soaks, exfoliating scrubs, soothing massages, maybe even a paraffin treatment. It's about creating that mini escape from everyday stress.
Okay, I'm sold on the spa pedicure. But what about nail art? It seems like that's become a huge trend with all those intricate designs you see all over social media. How does a salon even stay on top of all those trends and offer what clients are looking for?
It's a constant evolution. Nail art has really become this form of self-expression. It lets clients showcase their personality and their style. So salons really need to invest in training for their technicians to keep their skills sharp and offer the latest techniques, whether it's minimalist designs or elaborate 3D creations, or even incorporating crystals and gems.
And speaking of technicians, the guide really emphasizes the importance of hiring skilled professionals.
Mhm.
What are some key qualities to look for when you're putting together your team?
Well, technical skill is obviously crucial, but it goes beyond that. You want technicians who are passionate about their craft, they have a keen eye for detail, and they're really committed to providing excellent customer service. After all, clients are coming to your salon, not just for beautiful nails, but for the whole experience.
Right, and that experience is shaped by so many factors, from the ambiance of the salon to the quality of the products used. So I imagine investing in high quality polishes and gels and tools, that's got to be pretty essential, right?
Oh, absolutely. Using top-notch products not only ensures a better result, but it also shows your clients that you really care about their health and well-being. I mean, think about it. Would you want a dentist using rusty old tools?
That's a good point.
Same principle applies here.
So the guide also mentions hygiene and sterilization. I mean, that goes without saying, right?
It's non-negotiable. Clients need to feel confident that their safety and their well-being are top priority. So maintaining a spotless salon and following very strict sterilization procedures, that should really be
Yeah.
at the forefront of every salon owner's mind.
Okay, so we've covered the services, skilled technicians, top-notch products.
Mm.
What else can elevate that client experience and make a salon truly stand out?
It's all about the little things, creating a welcoming atmosphere, offering refreshments, playing relaxing music, those details that make clients feel pampered and valued.
It's like creating a mini oasis
Yeah.
of self-care amidst the hustle and bustle of everyday life.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of personalized attention, greeting clients by name, remembering their preferences, offering tailored recommendations. It all contributes to a more memorable experience, and that's what keeps clients coming back for more.
And speaking of coming back, the guide highlights the importance of cultivating that repeat business through things like membership programs and package deals. How do those fit into the bigger picture?
They're a win-win for both the salon and the client. So memberships, they offer those exclusive perks and discounts, which fosters a sense of loyalty. And at the same time, it provides the salon with this predictable revenue stream. And then package deals, they can incentivize clients to maybe try new services or book multiple appointments, creating like a more holistic and personalized experience.
So we've explored a lot today. The ins and outs of starting and running a successful nail salon business is clearly a business that requires careful planning, attention to detail, and definitely a passion for the beauty industry.
Yeah, it is. But for those who are willing to put in the effort, the rewards can be immense. It's a chance to build a brand, to create a space where people can feel confident and beautiful, and to really be a part of this thriving industry that's all about self-care and expression.
Well said. We really hope this deep dive has been insightful and maybe even spark some inspiration for our listeners.
Yeah.
Whether you're considering opening up your own salon or just, looking to elevate your next manicure experience, remember, informed choices lead to beautiful results.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you on our next deep dive where we'll explore another fascinating topic.